Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday episode of Ted's Brew Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 8:15 in the evening on the 25th of June 2021, and I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, well, then I hope things improve for you very promptly. Now, we're going to be taking a look today at another one of the June beer boxes of beers from Brewdog, and today we're going to be taking a look at one by Brewdog themselves. And I can't remember if I've tried this before, but this is Bosh beer, which is a West Coast IPA. Most of the beers in this month's box are IPAs. It's not a very varied box, but I'm interested to see how this turns out, because IPAs, out of most kinds of beers, tend to have like quite a high up and down sort of spectrum of good to bad, but they're always generally the most expressive, I think, in terms of like how many different kind of flavours they have in them. Like with an IPA, you can really experiment with like what kind of textures, flavours and hops you have. So I'm interested to see what this likes, feels like, smells like, looks like, I don't know. But yeah, it says, drink more plants. United we stand for better beer, fiercely defiant and independent. Considering how big they are at this point, I don't know if independent's the right word, but yeah, give them credit. It's a 5.0% West Coast IPA. Doesn't really say a lot about itself on the back of the can. Usually Brewdog beers are quite expressive about themselves, but yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do quite like the mixture of colours on here. The chrome silver with the black writing and the emerald green looks quite handsome actually, so I'll give that a good 9 out of 10. It looks very handsome. Could be a bit more expressive, but yeah, very striking and good looking. So, let's see. We'll have ourselves a quick snifter of this to see what our first impressions are like. So, open up the entry hatches and let's have a look. Bit mangoey, bit citrusy at the end, but I can't really smell that much actually. It's a bit of I don't know. It's a bit just there. I mean, it's a nice smelling beer, to be fair, so I'll give the smell like a 7 out of 10, but I can't really smell that much to distinguish it from other IPAs, so, but let's see what it looks like in a glass. So yes, this is a Guinness glass, apologies. See, kind of weirdly looks like it has the colour of a lager more than anything, so that's quite interesting. Usually IPAs are usually IPAs do have kind of a similar colour to lager, but like a tiny bit more cloudier, so I'm kind of interested to see what this is going to be like. But anyway, quick palate cleanser of water before we actually taste it. And then onto the beer itself. So, bottoms up. It's quite smooth actually. Compared to other sort of IPAs, it really kind of does have like the taste of and texture of lager. I think that the main body of taste is kind of more reminiscent of a lager actually. I think the finish is definitely that of like a standard IPA. It's got a bit of a bitter kick to it, with a bit of like a mangoey tang at the end, like sort of fermented mango. Bit more mellow mango rather than sour mango, as you would find in some sort of IPAs. But weirdly enough, it feels kind of like a cross between the better parts of a standard lager and a IPA. Yeah, that's probably the best way I can describe it, is having the body of a lager, the finish of an IPA, the through line of an IPA as well, and then the texture of a lager, but the finish of the drink itself, in terms of the texture, is probably a mixture between lager and IPA. It's a very simple drink, but it mixes two different types of beer together in a way that I think I wasn't perhaps expecting. Generally speaking, there's not a huge amount to say about it aside from that, but what there is here is a generally competently brewed IPA with a light, crisp, refreshing texture that I think is probably quite suitable for most occasions. It's actually really quite nice. Would I say it's probably the best IPA I've ever had? it's hard to say. I mean, in terms of the ones from Brewdog, it probably is. I mean, I think it's a little bit more smoother than Punk IPA, which I do like. So I'm willing to give this a. I do really like this, actually. I'm willing to give it probably like an 8 or an 8.25, I think. I think that's probably fair. I would give it a bit higher, but there's just that little extra wow factor that's kind of sort of just missing from it. But generally speaking, it is a really nice beer. I think Brewdog have done themselves really proudly here, and I will gladly go out of my way to get this again. This is one of my favourite beers from them so far, so yeah, well done Brewdog. This is really good. I'd say only thing I could probably improve is probably make the body of the taste a little bit fuller, but generally speaking, it's really decent, actually. And the start of the taste could be a bit more, I guess, papaya or mango-y to sort of like help the other flavours stand out a bit more. But generally speaking, yeah, really solid IPA, really, really nice. Good solid 8.25, maybe an 8 on a bad day. But yeah, generally speaking, really good. But yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. But, ooh, pardon me. Until next time, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. Have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Brew Cellar. Bye-bye for now.